My great-grandfather Richard, he laid the framework for all this stuff back in the 1930s already. Safe, efficient, easy to operate. Those are all philosophies that my dad, my grandpa, and my great-grandfather had to really build the framework of the business.
A lot of times when we tell people that we manufacture wood shims, their response is, "What else do you make?" And we say, "That's it." The Nelson brand, it means something. It's been around 60 years. So our products can be found in the largest retailers, but also every ma and pa lumberyard across the nation.
Well, at Hibbing Fab, we're, for the most part, making airplane parts. Things we make may not be sexy and things that you see on the outside of the aircraft, but they're certainly important on the inside. Our original founders in 1985, they wanted to diversify, create manufacturing jobs that did something that wasn't going to be tied to a commodity.
We were in the creamery originally when the business started on the other side of town. We were literally pushing an 800-pound furnace up a slant like this, every day. And that's not great when you start talking about efficiency and ease of operation, especially for trying to provide quality jobs for employees locally over here.
Eventually, as we grew and established, we then realized that the amount of basswood that we were consuming was greater than what our local vendors could supply. The only way to really control our destiny on this is to look at starting a sawmill. Huge undertaking. We did not have any prior experience.
When we bought the company, we had a lot of equipment that was beyond its useful life, so we had to make some investment. And with that comes stress and some sleepless nights.
Steve Peterson at the time was with the IRRR. He started a conversation with my dad about potentially getting a building over here, a new building, staying in tower, building it to our spec for us to, develop our business in town, because he knew that he didn't want to lose this kind of manufacturing in a town that desperately needed something like that.
The IRRB stepped up and they were able to provide funding to not only do that sawmill, but we quickly found, because we were new to the sawmill industry, that we didn't have all the equipment we needed. So we actually did another loan with them the following year.
That happened in 2023. We made our largest capital purchase in our history. We bought a combination punching and laser cutting machine that helps us cut out the flat sheet metal parts that we make. When we were making the decision to buy that, we immediately went to the IRRB. We can get a participation loan with Iron Range Resources that can nearly cut that effective interest rate in half when partnered with another local lender. That's huge.
And when I look back, we've done 8 loans now with the IRRR. Instead of driving down the road in first gear, we got to shift to third gear, and then we got to shift to fifth gear. It accelerated our growth much faster than we ever would have been able to do without that support.
To my knowledge, every piece of capital equipment that we have bought has been in partnership with Iron Range Resources. It's a very intimate relationship. They know who we are, they know what we do. It makes it just painless.
This whole facility has changed. We've moved everything around this place over here to optimize our production, and we're going in the right direction with that.
We've grown 5 times of what our revenues were, and that volume is supported by going from 20 employees to 60 employees. The path to becoming 100% employee-owned is really both exciting and a gift to, I think, the company and the employees of the company. And that's tremendous.
Our mission now is to create technical jobs on the Iron Range, growing technology, growing capability in a beautiful location like northern Minnesota. I mean, that's something that you've got to be proud of.
My dad was probably welding 100 sauna stoves a year and 50 furnaces a year for people. And now we're, I would say, at least 5 times bigger than that.
We may be able to allow people to stay here, people that have deep roots on the Iron Range that would like to stay here but otherwise couldn't. We appreciate being able to be a small part of keeping them in this region.
I have multiple friends of mine that I have their kids working for me right now. It's a pretty cool thing to see that they're able to get a job right here in Tower.
As we do well, the community does well. And as the community does well, I think we do well.